Hey guys, once again, you are tuning in to the It's My Money podcast. Have you ever been to a situation like this? You go to a restaurant, you look at the menu, and you struggle to decide what do you want to order. And you just stare at the menu for a while, only then you'll decide, alright, I'm just gonna go with this. If this resonates with you, then my friend, you have a problem of being picky. Truth to be told, I consider myself to be picky as well. But on certain occasions, being picky can actually be a good thing. But let's just take a step back to understand why we are being picky in the first place. In this economic world, we are always having a problem on making decisions because one, we have limited capacity. Be it we have limited amount of money, or we might have limited amount of time, or we might have limited amount of space. We are being picky because we want to make sure that the decisions that we make is going to bring us the best outcome. I read this book many years back. It's called Decisive. I don't remember 99% of what the book told me, but there's one thing that I remembered the most is that instead of making decisions based on either this or that, why not we make decisions based on this and that, meaning we do both together. In a perfect world where everything is unlimited, yes, you can do that. But we are always constrained by limiting factors, be it money, be it time, be it space, or any other reasons that doesn't allow us to go with all options. Using a restaurant example earlier, let's say we have unlimited amount of money. Yes, we can order all the food that we want to try, but do we have enough stomach space to fill everything? We might not have it. So that's why even though with unlimited money, we are still dealing with limited space. In the restaurant example, we want to order the most delicious food to us. We want to pick the best option that will satisfy our cravings. And everybody's definition of best outcome is very different. Some people may make decisions based on, alright, it's the cheapest one, then that's the best outcome. For some people like myself, I go for value. For example, if I want to buy groceries, I'll go with the best cost per unit. And also I want to look for some certain level of quality as well. So everybody's decisions are different. Everybody's limiting factor are different as well. Some people may have a lot of money, but they don't have time. Some people may not have money, but they have a lot of space. And sometimes being picky can be a good thing because we want to make sure our decisions bring the best outcome to us. That's just on the spending side. Other than being picky when deciding what to eat, deciding where to eat, deciding what to buy, being picky can also apply to, say, investments. Same principle apply. We have limiting factors, and in the case of investment, money is usually the case. When it comes to investments, we want to make sure that the same amount of money we are putting into investments, they are generating the highest possible return. Let's say you only have $1,000 you want to invest in the US market. Then having such a low amount of capital, you only have this much of shares that you can pick. So you will definitely want to pick the best stocks in the market. If you only have $1,000, you can't really buy 20 stocks unless they're all penny stocks, depending on your risk appetite. Be it you want to speculate in penny stocks that can generate over hundreds of percent in a single day, or you just want your money to compound slowly, then you can go with blue chips or index ETFs. Another thing that being picky is very useful is when it comes to picking properties. For most of us, buying a property will be the most expensive purchasing decision that we make in our lives, be it for our own stay or be it for investment. When it comes to buying property, money is always the largest limiting factor. So with your limited amount of money, you want to make sure that the property that you're buying is the best property ever. If it's for own stay, then you want to make sure that it satisfies your emotional needs, I would say. Or if you're buying for investment, same principle applies. You want to pick the best investment that has the highest amount of return, and also depending on your risk appetite. I hear stories where people just buy property, they don't really do much research, and they might regret afterwards. I haven't bought any properties yet, but when I do, I will share my buying process and how I'm being picky when it comes to picking my property. So sometimes it's good to be picky. If you are picky with something simple like buying food or buying groceries, why not being picky when it comes to buying a property or even buying stocks or managing your investments? Being picky means that you are analyzing your options and you want to make sure that it suits your needs the most. Being picky is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you have so many options and end up you don't even making one, then you might have an issue with making decisions in the first place. Just remember that you are being picky because you want to make the best decision for yourself. So embrace that pickiness, and I hope that the decision you make will be the best for you. And that is all for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel and the podcast so it will drive me to make more content like this. And I know you may be picky when it comes to choosing what videos to watch, what podcasts to listen. Even though you are being picky, you have decided to stay until the end. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, see you in the next one.